G'day guys, mate. Extreme Auto Caravan and Camping. Another off-grid setup on a Crusader Excalibur. This one is what I'd call a small to medium size off-grid setup, and the reason is just one battery. But would you believe that's 314 amp hours? See the Enerdrive 2000 watt inverter there? Tucked behind that, down the bottom, is a Redarc DC charger, and over here there'll be a Victron 30 amp solar controller. Factory overlay. So what that means is this inverter factory integrates into the system, so you can run his air conditioner from this. It's 300 amp hours, but he can still do it. This does have the IBIS 4, so it's efficient. He'll be able to run it for spits and spats here and there without a drama. This battery, continual discharge of 250 amps, so its potential can run beyond what this inverter can even pull out of it. So it's got a 250 amp continuous discharge. So this inverter maximum is only going to pull a couple hundred amps, 160 if that. That's well beyond what it can support. So Bc300 shunt, as you can see. So no Victron shunt, no Simarine shunts in this setup, guys. It's a factory fit up. So this will talk to the factory system to allow the monitoring of the extra charges in the inverter that we've stuck on this to be able to be seen up on the factory display. Let's go check that out. So because we haven't plugged in the mains power yet, and we haven't actually fully charged this battery in order for the BMpro to sense that it's full, it's going to show that it's empty. Obviously it's not until it synchronizes. So once these guys fill up the battery, this little battery monitor will synchronize up and obviously show full, which is not now, but we're not interested in that. I'm going to show you how this monitors the shunt. So you're going to see the current draw from this air conditioner as it kicks in. Put the inverter on. So we're not using any energy at the moment. All right, 13.2 volts at the battery. We'll go back to watts so we can see it. And that will be on, ready to go. We'll put it on heat because it is cold. And I know it'll ramp up pretty quick. So IBIS 4, there it is. Beautiful. Now that Enerdrive inverter will be ramping up. Go back to, so that's to the decimal point, guys, so 0.27 kilowatt hours or 230 watts at the moment and rising. I can hear that ramping up. Let's go to the screen and see what we're using. Take note of the amps there. So it's a single power pole battery, guys. We've got no solar. It's like 7 AM in the morning here, so I'm not getting any charge at all. There we go. Now see the delay. So that delay's there. So the Bc300 external shunt generally has, because it's wireless essentially, it runs through the comm link. So it's a Bluetooth connection. So there is a slight delay on the registering from it, but it's neither here or there. It's still showing you, and it's still logging what it's actually pulling and pushing in and out of the battery. And you've obviously got to program your system to suit your new battery, so we've set it up for 310 amp hours. It's actually 314, but it's close enough. I don't think you can get to that decimal point on it, but either way, it's going to be accurate. I'd probably set it for 300, that way it gives these guys a little bit in reserve. Just in case they get too low and they think, oh, better be frugal with it. But 310, I'm happy with that. So with the solar, additional solar we've added on this over the factory solar, there's only like 340 watts of factory solar, so two 170s on this, and we've kept that going through the BMpro. The reason being is that it just saves them a bit of money and it won't affect the system at all. We basically match the parameters that this spits out on the Victron side. So basically the absorption voltage from this is matched to this. So actually this is matched to that, because I can fully program the Victrons. And that's been done. So the additional solar that we've put on, we've put 4 150s. And you're going to get about 7.5, maybe 8 amps out of those panels. So 25, maybe 26 amps are going to come in on top of his original. He'll probably get 8, maybe 9 amps out of his. That's pretty good power. To get above 800 watts on this van is it's achievable, and we're very happy to be able to do it. But look, guys, there's heaps of space in here. These guys can still store stuff. that was the idea of this. We don't want to chew up too much room for him. These guys are not intending on running their air conditioner all the time. They just wanted a 2000 watt inverter so they can run a coffee machine, use the microwave, you know, air fryer, induction cooker, just the small stuff in spits and spats, not, you know, running an air conditioner for hours on end, because, like I said, it's 300 amp hours. So, as you can see, all down here, let's go back up to the screen, because I can hear that really ramping up now. We'll see what she's pulling. Back up here, oh, look at that. So like I said, see how it's showing 5 minutes remaining? That's because this is inaccurate now. The BMpro needs to see a fully charged battery in order for this to become accurate. We're not at that stage yet. That'll come in the next hour or two. But I'm just showing you discharging now. So look what that air conditioner's pulling on heat, flat out heat. It's going like full song. I can hear it. I can actually hear the outside because we've got the vents open. It's Riley moving around, getting the solar done. I'll turn that light back on. 136 amps this thing's pulling. Wow. Yeah, she's pulling some power. But you know what? It's a diesel heater. So that's the idea. You're not going to run this on heat. I'm just showing you the rundown. But you got a diesel heater, so that's what you're using off grid. So it's easy to turn the inverter on. It's as simple as that. There we go, all on. So let's set this up. There we go, microwave, all off grid. Once the microwave pull, there we go, about 100 amps. So 3-way fridge. This does not run from this 2000 watt inverter. There's not enough energy to support it. So 3-way fridge automatic is before the inverter. So when he turns his inverter on, I'll show you that now. All right, see the gas on auto? So if we turn this on, microwave, air conditioner will come on, but not the 3-way fridge. Air conditioning go big, microwave coming on, take note. See? Stays on gas. That is because it is before the inverter. It has nothing to do with the inverter. When these guys plug in the shore power, when they plug in the pole, the 15 amp lead, that will sense that and then obviously come on. Now these guys will be able to use their washing machine off grid. Obviously they're limited to water, but you know, it's part of the system. It'll operate as soon as they turn this on. Very easily done. Cool. This excellent looking diesel tank setup that we've done for these guys. So let's get your little fuel gauge on top here so you can take note of how much diesel is actually in your tank. Fully lockable. Powder coated, custom made aluminium shroud to stop the stones. Not that he needs it with this one, but it just looks trick. It looks factory. It looks really, really well tied in with this Crusader. Very happy with how this one has come up. And we also do the additional side mounted Anderson plugs. This runs through the Redarc DC charger that we've installed as an upgrade on this one over the BMpro mini boost that you guys see them do. Contrary to what people will say, it makes zero difference on what brand of DC charger you fit to any system, because there's no data communication between the DC charger and the system. As long as you've got a shunt to monitor it, that's all you need. So we've chosen the Redarc on this one for these guys. It's more versatile, it's very small, it's easy to use.